Hello, how are we doing today? How are we doing today? Oh, yeah, I kind of failed at setting up here, to be honest. I set up and then my whole i3 got fucked up and then I had to reset up, so I failed at setting up here. And so I'm still doing shit right now because I forgot some stuff. Okay, that's good. Good stuff, good stuff. So today is going to be just a few random things that I'm working on. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to be doing, but it's probably just going to be trying to get it so that we we load a we can load object and GLTF files without it breaking everything, you know? That would be nice. Right now we just basically load one GLTF file as the main map file, and we don't have real functionality yet that so that we can load in multiple GLTF files yet. And that's what we were working on last time, was trying to get that almost finished. So today's gonna be some of that, I guess. I kind of want to see. I had a checklist on my phone of things that I wanted to do, so I guess I'll reference this before I start. Okay. Let me take a look at what that is. Okay. Right, yeah, I wanted to do this whole defining somewhere in Blender if I could have. I think they have a custom property thing where you can just like I want to put like no light map, don't generate light map for certain things, like the gun, for example. We don't use the light map for it, so having that would be pretty good. Hey Arya, how are you? Oh, we're switching it up today. You didn't wave. You didn't wave. Okay. Yeah. This. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was just looking through my checklist on my phone of things that I wanna do today, if possible. I don't really know if it's going to work, but so how do we want to start this off? Hey, what's up, Sardor? Sorry, I'm probably saying it wrong. How are you doing? Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So the thing is, right now we need kind of just a default Actually, you know what we should do? We should just make the UI to to um to load in files and then see if it breaks anything and then just go from there. Because just like trying to preemptively fix things there's probably no way to do it. Um I wish I didn't suck at 2D games so I could play Silk Song. Oh yeah, I heard that the new Hollow Knight thing came out, huh? What I'm saying is, I don't even got time for that. What am I saying? I don't even have time for that. Yeah. Yeah, I also suck at 2D platformers, bro. Am I good at DSA? What is DSA? What's DSA? Yeah, I heard the new Hollow Knight. I've never been good at 2D platformers. I sucked at Castlevania back in the day. I sucked at it. I do like Symphony of the Night though. But I was never good at platformers. Not even Mario. I was always clumsy with that too. I never really liked the 2D platformer. I kind of just suck at platformers in general. I've been playing a lot of Quake lately. I've been really enjoying playing Quake lately. Man, they've got some crazy maps nowadays. People make like a lot of very, very complicated Quake maps. You know, like it's kind of incredible. Like I was playing through the original Dissolution, right, and I remember the maps in that were just so mind-blowing the first time I played it, you know, like especially the map where you get, I don't know if anybody here has played it, but that map where you get into that like trolley and like you're going above the lava and stuff, like that was so mind-blowing to me. And nowadays people are making like these maps with all these like custom models and they're so huge and you've got to like collect all these items to open up different things. Like I was playing Arcane Dimensions Tears of the False God, and that's just such an amazing map. Like seriously, it's such an awesome experience. It like blew my mind, some of those maps. Sepulcher too, and the and Grendel's Blade too. I'd never played these things, but Arcane Dimensions is so amazing. Anyway, I really enjoyed those. Also, man, movement in Quake is so much better than I thought it was back in the day. I guess when I played it last, I didn't really rebind my jump to scroll wheel, you know, and b-hop around. But man, the movement in that game, b-hopping, is just so incredible. Especially I have this mouse that I specifically kind of bought for b-hopping, where it has this unlock scroll wheel, so I don't have like the ridges or anything, so it's just like this very smooth scrolling that just like goes infinitely. Man, it's just so much fun to b-hop around, you know. Yeah. But yeah, when I first played Quake, I just used spacebar, you know. I did b-hop, but it was just like not, you know, it was not very good b-hopping, you know. But yeah, it's so good. It honestly, it's to the point where I love the movement in Quake so much that I get so carried away, and I like turn down the difficulty so that I can just b-hop around rather than actually playing good Quake. So I think I saw someone using the air blowing things for cleaning keyboards on a mouse like this. What do you mean? Are you saying that my mouse is dirty? I think my mouse is pretty clean. It's a Logitech G502. It's the most fancy piece of hardware that I own is this mouse, to be honest. It's got like weights in it and shit. But yeah, it's super cool. So you can press the lock button and then you can hear the ridges, or you can go unlocked. Things that are shaped like WD-40 yes. I know what that is. I don't know what you meant by by using it on a mouse like this, though. Yeah, so I guess we should do the thing. We should do the thing. We should open our header files. We should go here and we should make a new selection type. And we're gonna call it mesh selection. Someone went to the went of the infinite scroll website, unlocked the mouse you had, and use the air thing to make the scroll wheel go crazy. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean this mouse is so awesome. Endless horse website. Let's see. Endless.horse. This is a thing. Okay. I guess this is what we're doing. I feel like this is pretty good speed. I don't really know how to quantify the speed, but that's pretty good speed. I did want to start off with a song. This song's such a banger. Okay. Mesh selection, there we go. This is gonna be the end of me. Okay, so I haven't looked at this code in like literally weeks. So I have no clue what's going on here. But yeah, this is the main loop for the menu. Okay, for the editor menu. So we should do something like this, right? We should literally just do something like this. And then we'll just have a display there, and I need to make a new thing for it here. Okay, so this will just have a function to do it. Do I just want to put that in this file? I mean, this kind of makes sense for it to be in this file. Now let's see how I set up the other ones. Right, I just have... It's just literally here. Like I just have it literally just there, okay. Before I even do this, I have to make it so that you can actually load in a thing that isn't just a map. Banger of a song. Now I'm going to not play the music anymore because I don't want to get copyrighted. So, what am I gonna listen to? Oh, that's a good question. What do I listen to? How fucking lame would it be? Okay, no, we're not listening to that. Banger. Amy Man. Put the Amy Man on today. Okay. Okay, so I want to make it so that we can load in a mesh, or a GLTF file, which isn't gonna be fun. I forget how this worked. We load map file names by the directory. Yeah, I just straight up copied this code. I don't remember what it does, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you probably need a drop down here for something that isn't just map names. For map names we literally just get everything inside the map folder. So I'm guessing, like, right now I could just literally make a different thing called load GLTF and just for the time being just hijack the same thing and just do it on the this is redundant. Just do it on the same thing. Yeah, we can use map names, map count. It's fine. Just for now, let's just Yeah, so instead of load map, we're gonna have load GLTF here, obviously. What did I call this here? This has to be here, right? Yeah. Passing light map data to parameter. What? What are you talking about? Oh. Okay. So we're just hijacking off of this for now to just do the load GLTF. I want to do the same thing for object files, although our object file loading probably isn't going to work correctly, so I'm just going to have this is just going to be here for just so that I can remember that it should exist. But yeah, it probably isn't going to work because I think it was made really in the way that it just replaces the map completely, so I have to go in there and change a bunch of stuff. Okay. To have something to... Okay, so now we have all of those. I have no clue where it's going to load it in, to be honest. I'm also kind of realizing... Yeah, so what I just realized in my head is like, so for example, if I want to display mesh editor and then like, for example, highlight all of the triangles that that are of a certain mesh. If like you're looking at a mesh and we want to highlight all of the triangles that mesh consists of, then we run into kind of an issue because I don't actually have that like guaranteed. Because those IDs just don't point to anything. Like, it needs to point to an array of every single triangle index that mesh belongs to. that triangle belongs to, which is pretty annoying. But I see what we have to do here. I do see the issue here. So this is we're going to get rid of all of this. I think we can have the material ID is fine. This should have inside of it. This needs a instance ID and a skin ID. And now it's going to have inside of it yeah. What I really should do here is I should really just like make a thing here. Like I don't have this as a thing, but I really should have this as a thing, which is a thing that's a resizable oh, what am I doing? And that's how we're going to figure out. So this mesh will be indexed from the triangle to get to the mesh, and then we'll just have these, which will tell us what triangles belong to the mesh. Okay. This is quite overwhelming, though. This is quite overwhelming, you know. Can't lie. We want to bring this back now. Yeah, we want to bring this back for sure. So everything from the GLTF side gets a unique ID that is the mesh, right? Right. Yeah. So every time we get a new mesh, we increase this ID, right? What is this? Mesh indices. Oh, okay. I see. So we check if there's a duplicate. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, but we also have to do here resizable meshes, pointer meshes. Let's just do this. I'm not used to this naming convention. Obviously. Hey, what's up, Dark? How are you doing? I'm alright. I'm working on the editor logic for users being able to select meshes, I guess, and move them around. It's annoying because every time we load in a mesh, it has to basically, you know, go to a mesh. Yeah, so this will always be guaranteed a brand new mesh. Guaranteed. So therefore we can just reallocate and then add. Wait, yeah, we can't have a material ID. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do I have... What do I call this? Oh, it just goes straight from the globals dot instance UID count, and then this dot skin ID comes from node skin. Yeah. And then our try indices is going to equal resizable size T. We're gonna go null 0 0 since it's brand new. Then for each primitive, for each, so for each triangle, we need, so we have this index here, so we can just go straight to here. The development environment setup for Vulkan is already a nightmare because of CMake and VC package, which I only used once, like in college. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't sound just like a Vulkan problem. That sounds like a CMake thing. I don't touch CMake unless it's absolutely necessary. When, is Neovim for this? No, it's Helix. Very similar though. I wish that I could just write this code once, but the thing is that GLTF is just one file format, so I mean, I'm kind of down to just just do one file format? That sounds like a really good way of doing it. Oh, actually don't. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm not used to this naming convention. CMake is awful. CMake is truly, truly painful. Okay, so now we're just going to reallocate this and then just re-implementing a vector for the 5,000th time. Don't mind me. That's something that I'm definitely, you know, that guy over there, he can implement a vector faster than anyone else. That's my one skill. Yeah, let's not forget here we have to increase the count. Okay, so now if we load in GLTF, we should have all of our triangle indices in the correct place. For a given mesh, they should all go to the same place. Okay. Hold on though. No. They're not going to the same place. Because mesh UID count is not... Okay. Okay, so we can't reallocate based on count because they need to be indexed by the mesh UID count is the issue here that we're coming across. Cursed. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, this isn't gonna break it at all. No, this is completely fine. Cope. Okay, that's fine. So, this should be fine. This is fine. Yeah. Does distribute new collision triangle? I kind of forget this. Distribute new collision triangle. Does it give me a -1? If we... Yeah, it should really... We should really do this. And then just like... If... Distribute new collision triangle... Oh, wait, whoops. Not that. If IDX doesn't equal -1, then let's do this. Otherwise, it's not. Otherwise, it didn't get added. Okay, fine. There we go. Okay, so that's how we load in GLTFs now. I wonder, you know, should we just compile just to make sure that we didn't do anything wrong here? Yeah, sure, we should. So that's what we're gonna do here. Yeah. Quits. I have a really weird relationship with this record. Great record though. It's Amy Man. Yeah, this takes forever. Yeah, I'm happy with how the engine is looking now. I did some work on it, on getting it to look different. Got rid of the bilinear filtering, so it looks like we loaded fine. Oh, also, we have this new idle animation for the gun, which is cool. Yeah, it doesn't. We don't have the like a move animation, so it just kind of plays the idle when you're not doing anything. Which I think that the idle looks good. We made it last stream. So I added this. I added back in this backlight color, which is basically all the shadows get tinted the backlight color for the map. I always had that as a thing. I just kind of got rid of it because I thought that it didn't look cool, but it does look cool if we grade the gun with the same backlight color as the scenery. I think that it starts to look kind of sick. So that's where the engine is. I think it looks pretty cool. Anyway. It looks like we loaded in fine. So that's cool. We don't really know if this per se works. We just know that it didn't crash us. So if our selection is mesh, then we display the mesh editor. And what do we want in our mesh editor? Well, how do I even display my hovered triangle? How do I even do that? It's been so long since I've touched the code for this. I think I have a separate update loop for that. I have an update editor input. I think that this is where it happens. Maybe not. I don't even remember where this code is. Ah, I see. It's just hard coded in here. If try selection, then we do this. And if we're draw mode, we write the draw mode points. And if we have a hit try, then we write the hover triangle. This should really just be an else if. There. If player.selection state is mesh selection, then we want to write hovered mesh, which is going to be a different function. It's going to be similar to write hovered triangle, except it's going to write a bunch of triangles. The issue that I see with this is that my hovered triangle has a specific part of the draw buffer that it occupies. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, the problem is ultimately that this all goes to a function called I don't even remember what it's called, render selected triangles, and basically the initial 6 vertices of this buffer are reserved for the hovered, whatever is hovered, which is why it's all just triangles. And if we have entity selection, then we just draw 2 triangles, right? That cover the entire thing. But if we want to draw an entire mesh as a hovered selection, then things get a bit tricky. The reason I did it like this is because I didn't want to have 2 different buffers, one for the hovered and one for selection. So I don't know. But honestly, this is just so complicated for no reason. We should really clean up this code and change it, because there's really no reason why it should be this complicated. Actually, you know what? You just literally have something here. And then we just draw GL triangles. And then have a separate counter. Yeah. Let's see what is on editor selection buffer. Is hovered, buffer capacity. I mean, this is fine. We're gonna do GL triangles 0 to the buffers hovered override. Oh, we've got some lovely lawn care that's going on currently. Lawn care stream. Okay, the reason why this is like this, by the way, is because I wanted to have one buffer that did multiple things, that drew points, lines, and triangles. So that if you select both an edge and a triangle, you can show that both are selected. Which not even Blender has, by the way. I don't really know why I thought I needed that functionality. Just makes everything so complicated. Good question. Why did I want that to be a thing? Well, let's just try to get it to light up, and then let's debate the quality of the code later. So if we have mesh selection, then we're gonna write hovered mesh. Which is going to be a new function here. Okay. If not, hit try return. That's a classic. Also, so hit.try mesh ID is going to point us into the global array. So we're gonna get what is this called? This is supposed to be pretty loud, huh? Interesting. The wonders of being outside. What is the noise? It's someone, my next door neighbor, mowing their lawn. So I apologize for that. It'll likely be over. Yeah, someone cutting the grass. It'll be over within probably the next 20-ish minutes. They've got two guys going at it right now, so it'll probably be over fast. Yeah, we're indexing it is quite distracting. that I will say. This is dot buffer. Well, I'm glad that you don't mind it. I feel like other people might mind it. So now we're going to reallocate to, instead of this, we're going to go to the amount of tri-indices we have. It's going to be count times 3. Because there are 3 points on a triangle, believe it or not. We also have to rename this to selection buffer. Okay, and now that that's dealt with, we should be allocating enough space for it. Now we have to iterate through the triangles and do exactly this. You know, this could just be honestly one function. This could honestly be the same. Honestly, I don't really care enough to make it the same function, but yeah, we don't actually need any of this logic because this is quite pointless, yeah. Yeah, we just want to add the triangles, so we don't actually care. Try not to overcomplicate it. Okay, if we somehow get an out-of-bounds index, if tri-indices buffer I is greater than or equal to our geo try count, then we will continue. Actually, we don't want to continue. We want to, of course, fill this with zeros, so that we don't draw garbage to the screen. Naturally. And so, this is just going to be, let's just do it like this. So let's get see already over. That wasn't that bad. Just kidding. That was interesting for sure. Nice. Okay, so let's make sure we are adding here. So make sure that it's, yeah, like this. And then, so that should be working. Let's add it to the header file. Right, hovered mesh. Let's go to the map.h. It's right hovered mesh, not this. Okay, I have no clue if this is going to work. It might crash us, to be honest. But let's just do a quick compile with using our pre-generated light map. And if I'm honestly, I might crash. You know, my computer might crash, to be honest. So if I do, then see you guys later. Let's see what happens. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in 5, 4, 3,